Hope everybody doing good. God bless to everybody. Now today, one of the first things I would like to talk about is the federal government. They have a group called FEDS, the feds, that are doing a lot of locking up right now. And some people look at it one way, some people look at it another way. But me, I look at it my way. From the times of the Panthers, from the beginning of the original Bloods and Crips in California, for many different things that happened throughout the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. The feds had their hands in a lot of stuff, and you speak up against them, it's like nothing. To me, it's like a whole. It's just sad, yo. Like, cause to me, sometimes I think of they keep winning with the nonsense they produce, and nobody in the public actually sees what's going on, because it's just like everyday work to them. You know, you lock people up and you finish. You lock somebody else up again and you finish. Well, we've been seeing them lock up a lot of people. A lot of indictments been coming down, and a lot of groups been going away, and a lot of big names been going away. Some people look at it as jokes. Some people look at it as stories. And some people look at it as what people call nowadays content. Content is the major word where everybody is loving this word content now and clout. And to me, it's sad, you know, because I'm looking at a world where's the adults at? I'm seeing a world full of childish adults where nobody don't want to be responsible for nobody, and people are just doing what they want, and there's no consequences really. There's consequences to certain things, but there's no consequences to the real fact of life. You know, you can say what you want about certain people in the entertainment industry, but to me it's kind of funny where you look at people like Puffy, Little Dirk. Suge is already serving his 27-year. You know, you have a lot of people that was in the industry. Some of them are being picked up, and the thing is, it's sad to say, they are gonna come after a lot more people. And it's gonna be a cycle. And I don't think that a lot of people see something weird about this. To some people, it look regular and it's just something to talk about on the news, on the internet, and to say, oh, they got locked up doing this, they got locked up doing that. But you ask yourself, what's going on? You know, what's really going on? What's going on in the world? What is the feds doing? You know, because if you're locking people up that you say doing crimes, you got a lot of people that the people of America feel that are doing crimes that you ain't locking up. So we already know that you're not being fair. You know, to me, I see something that's unfair with the people that they are targeting. You know, because if you want to say that these people in the industry, yes, we know some of them are sick, but what about the underlining of the people that's doing the real sickness in this country and in this world? What about them? You just let that go? You sweep that under the rug? You know, they sweep many things under the rug, and this is why the good must come together. Because it's funny when they select what they want to show the public. It's funny when you select what you want to give the public. And all of this will continue to go on until people speak up or do something about it, you know, because this thing will continue and continue. And it's built to last. You know, it's built to last, but it's for the people to wake up and fight it. And I hope people do wake up. Because you can't watch the evilness. You can't watch them win. I know I wouldn't watch it. And I'm not letting none of them slide. Because they use people against people. Just for corruption to keep on going. And then after that you blame the little man. I don't think life could keep on going like that. For real. I don't believe none of them at all. World leaders is very sad. You know, and for the people to live in this world, it's going. Yeah, right now in the world, we need more positive than negative. You know, you're gonna always fight, but you need positive to win. Shout out to everybody out there. Hold on, let me see what's going on with these comments. Let me try to fix it. Well, shout out to everybody out there, you know. Thank you for your time and your energy. You know, just speaking about a little thing about the feds, you know. I hope the hood really wakes up too, because since we came out of slavery in Black America, it'd have been okay if we were to police ourselves, but we are living in a system where you have a group of police, cops, detectives, and others. Now, if we were to police ourselves, yes, I think some stuff would go better, but some people just want to be controlled, though. And this is what we have now. We have police in our quote unquote communities where they're controlling things. You don't control nothing at all. It ain't our block. It ain't our corner. It ain't our street. It ain't our boulevard. It ain't our place. It's nothing. It's just where we live. They have more control over where we live than we do, excuse me. If we look to clean up our community and fix our community, others wouldn't be able to come in our community. Okay? Because it will have something you call barriers that people may not cross. You know? And sad to say, in the hood there's no barriers. People just cross in and out. You know, so if you don't have no control where you live, others will control it. And that's what they do. They control it whether you like it or not. They control it. You know? People need to build back up their communities from the ground up. You live there. Those police, they just work there. They work in your community. They don't live in your community. You know, like simple things as I made a post, you know? Cleaning up your own community. Sweeping the neighborhood. You know? Fixing the trash in front of people's blocks and buildings. You know? Like simple things. Helping people in your community. Because if you call it your community, your hood, you should care for the people that live there. You should care for the buildings, the houses, the duplexes, the street. You know? People don't want to hear it, but we have to do better in the hood, the ghetto, the gully, the block, wherever you want to call it. We have to do better. You know? Because if you do better, nobody would be able to come there and make orders there or any type of rules there. Because they'll have to come and get your permission. Okay? In order to do anything where you live, they will have to get your permission. That's real control and that's real power. We have the power, but we don't use it correctly. We use our power against each other. You know, sometimes I remember really growing up as a teenager, I used to say that I can't talk bad about the hood or the ghetto or where we was from, because that's where we lived, and I always defended where we was from. But we have to tell the truth about where we are from. We can't lie about where we are from. And one thing I always seen was we heard each other, but we don't come to the fact of realizing that we heard each other. And that is the part that will hurt us more, where we don't come to the fact of seeing that we hurt each other. And as I always say, it's time to heal. It's time to heal. It is so much like, it's like a story over and over and over again. I don't care if you want to talk about New York, Atlanta, California, Memphis. It's the same old story. It's the same old hood, but it's just a different way. It's just a different way. And some know, some don't know. Some see, but some don't see. One of my main objectives is to keep us alive. Second main objective is to really watch us grow. I always ask myself, how many times could we see each other destroying each other? How many times could we see that? Because everybody has a story in the ghettos of America about losing people. And yes, it's hurtful. But a lot of the hurt we could stop. And we need to stop a lot of it. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the building. Thank you for showing love. A lot of the hurt, we could stop it, because the energy you put into hating somebody, you could really put that energy into loving somebody, man. Like, sometimes it really tripped me out. Like how I see some people hate each other. Like, it's past sad. Because they don't know. They don't know at all. Love and hate is very strong. In this world we living in right now, quote unquote, blink, blink, 2025. We can't let hate win. Nah, no way, Jose. We can't do that. Hold on, let me see how I could fix these. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, I'm still working on trying to fix these with this chat thing. I'm still working on it. Excuse me, people, please excuse me. Still working on it. Nah, but as I continue to say, some of the hate don't make no sense in this world. And then when you look at it from in the hood, it don't make no sense. We hate each other for the littlest shit. And it could be patched up little stuff. Some of it don't even matter. But what I'm learning in life now, that's inside certain people's brain, you can't control that. Some people want to think how they want to think. You may want to see them think another way, but they just gonna think how they want to think for the minute, And that's the give and take of certain people in life. But I believe in the good or the glory. I believe in the good, and I don't think nobody really wanna just be bad or whatever people wanna call it, negative. Nah. You gotta really sometimes really think. Life ain't all simple as how you just look at it. It ain't so simple. It's much more deeper than what you think. Hold on 1 minute, excuse me. Yeah, forgive me, man. I really gotta learn how to work with this chat thing and these comments. I really do. I'm sorry. But as I was saying, life ain't so simple how we think it is. It's much more deeper than that. How you think life is and how somebody else think life is totally different. We all think about life in a different way. Even though it's one world, still many different worlds. many different individuals. Well, my next chopping block on this live, I have to hit my Knicks. I'm just gonna be straight raw like I always been. Jalen Brunson hurt. Yeah, that's our starting point guard, but it's like some type of block or curse on the Knicks team. We could start good, but we just ain't finishing these games. Mikal Bridges need to step up, and Anunoby need to step up. The whole team need to actually step up. You know, we going into the playoffs. We got like 5 games left. Well, we stuck on 48 wins, 27 losses. Like, Cat trying. You know, Brunson may come back tomorrow. But we need to play better defense. And when he come back, I hope he don't hog the ball up. I really do. Because I try not to talk bad about Jalen Brunson, but I can't lie about it, and I can't lie what I see, you know, like, as many times you hold the ball too much, man, for too much seconds. There's only 24 seconds on the shot clock. 24 seconds. Sometimes you holding that ball too much, man. That's what the other 4 players are for. If you ain't got the shot, if you don't really see the shot, pass that ball. Don't hold the ball. You know, like, this era of basketball is just, it's different. It is different. I didn't grow up with this style. You know, like, they play completely different. And I'm gonna say it is soft. It's soft. It's not really, everything is a foul. They complain about everything. Like, I don't know. I can't say basketball is dying because the new young boys, they is trying, and the young girls in the WNBA, you know, they are trying. You know, they are doing their thing. But how some of these fouls are being called and the defense that's being stick now in basketball, it's too soft. You know, they need to let some fouls go. And they need to let people play basketball. You're gonna get hit. Sports. You're gonna get hurt. You know, like, I don't know when sports ever became soft. I don't know. You know? And since I hit on sports, let me talk about Stephen A. and LeBron. Now, Stephen A. got his new little contract. You know, shout out to him and his contract. But one thing that I see a lot of people in the world are doing nowadays when it comes to sports and even life itself, with people interacting with people. People are getting too personal with people for no reason. And some people are getting personal with people for reasons. Now, Stephen A. was talking about Ronnie and LeBron didn't like that. And LeBron, approached him at one of the games, and it went, I guess, viral of everybody seeing LeBron talk to him. But then they went back and forth. To me, it's straight corny. But on both sides, I would say Stephen A. He was wrong for saying that LeBron was a bad father of how he was treating the situation, because we all know how Bronny James came to the NBA. It's no, you ain't gotta look for a PI or a detective or anything. We all know, okay? But the fact is, you gotta keep this on basketball, not what he is as a father. If Bronny playing good, he playing good. If he playing bad, he playing bad. You keep it on basketball, you don't get personal. And now Stephen A. guess he wanna defend himself as a man. But sometimes certain things you just need to not say. Because a lot of him and his friends, they think they could get away with saying certain things in the public nowadays. But a lot of the NBA stars are not going to take it from them. And the NBA stars are speaking up nowadays, like Draymond Green, Baron Davis, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Gilbert Arenas, Nick Young, Kenyon Martin. A lot of these other NBA stars got platforms now, and they are speaking. Even who else? I forgot his name. What is it? Zach Randolph. He got a podcast too. The NBA stars are speaking out nowadays. And it's fair speech. Everybody got to get their story out. Everybody could get their word out nowadays. It's cool. And this is what social media is giving. Where I guess some people's stories are not going to be left out. Because everybody gets to speak. And everybody do want to speak nowadays, because attention is at an all-time high in the world. Where somebody from Nebraska that you don't even know will be on YouTube or Instagram or whatever speaking about something. The world has changed. And as I just said, attention is at an all-time high for the worst things. We need to start making stuff look better again, though, for the better things. Well, this was a little live. Thank you for the people that joined. I will try my best to work on these comments in the chat. Thank you for your time. Bless.